Did you know that Emperor Nero, the ruler of Rome, was considered one of the most dangerous people in history? This infamous emperor, who reigned from 54 AD to 68 AD, was known for his tyrannical rule and the terror he inflicted on his subjects. Nero's reputation is shrouded in tales of debauchery, cruelty, and outright madness. His actions were so extreme that they still resonate in our collective memory thousands of years later. Perhaps the most notorious of these was the murder of his own mother, Agrippina, a deed that has become emblematic of his unbridled ruthlessness. Adding to his infamy was the Great Fire of Rome, which occurred in 64 AD. Legend has it that Nero himself started the fire, watching from a safe distance as Rome burned, playing his lyre and singing while the city was engulfed in flames. Nero's reign of terror was, however, only the beginning of a long line of dangerous individuals. Fast forward a few centuries and we encounter Genghis Khan, the Mongolian warlord who killed an estimated 40 million people. Born in the 12th century, Genghis Khan rose from humble beginnings to establish the largest contiguous empire in history, the Mongol Empire. His military strategies, while ruthless, were groundbreaking for the time. He utilized psychological warfare, superior horseback riding skills, and advanced communication systems, leaving devastation in his wake. But the true horror lay in the death toll. 40 million people, a staggering number that equates to nearly 11% of the world's population at the time, perished under his reign. Entire cities were razed, civilizations extinguished, cultures forever altered. Yet his influence still lingers. His empire shaped trade routes, language, and even genetic makeup on a global scale. Genghis Khan's reign was a bloody one, but the world was yet to see the rise of modern dictators. In the 20th century, two names stand out as the most dangerous people in recent history: Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin. These men have etched their names into the annals of history as modern-day despots responsible for the loss of millions of lives. Hitler, the infamous German Führer, was the mastermind behind the Second World War, a global conflict that lasted from 1939 to 1945. His aggressive foreign policies and expansionist ideology set the stage for the war, leading to the most widespread war in human history. But perhaps the darkest chapter in Hitler's reign was the Holocaust. This genocide resulted in the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews, nearly two-thirds of the Jewish population in Europe. Hitler's actions were not confined to the battlefield. His policies of racial purity led to the deaths of millions more, including the disabled Romani people and others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. On the other side of Europe, Joseph Stalin ruled the Soviet Union with an iron fist. His reign of terror included the Great Purge, a campaign of political repression that resulted in the execution of nearly 700,000 people. Stalin's policies, particularly the forced collectivization of agriculture, also led to one of the most devastating man-made famines in history. Known as the Holodomor, this famine in Ukraine resulted in the deaths of between 3 and 7 million people. The actions of Hitler and Stalin led to an immeasurable loss of human life. World War II alone resulted in an estimated 70 to 85 million fatalities, approximately 3 to 4% of the world's population. The Holocaust and the Holodomor added millions more to this grim tally. Hitler and Stalin's actions have left a lasting impact on the world, marking them as two of the most dangerous people in history. From Nero to Hitler, history is filled with dangerous individuals whose actions have caused untold suffering. We've journeyed through the lives of these notorious figures, each leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Nero, with his brutal reign, set the benchmark for ruthless emperors. Then came the bloodthirsty conqueror Genghis Khan, whose vast empire was built on the ruins of countless societies. Fast forward to the modern era, where despots like Hitler and Stalin used ideology and propaganda to justify their horrific actions. These stories are not just tales of evil, but reminders of the potential consequences of unchecked power and unchallenged ideas. They serve as stark warnings from the past, urging us to learn from these dark chapters in order to prevent such atrocities from happening again. Remember, history isn't just about dates and events, but also about understanding the people who shaped it, even those who left a dark mark.